We'd like to start our show in silence.
Oh. Hi, y'all.
It's because we have our paranormal equipment out. Now, welcome to Paranormal Road Trip, where we're just a couple of chicks hanging out, talking shop. Talking shop.
I ain't never heard that before, but okay.
You've never heard of talk shop?
Did you put it on Facebook that we were on here?
No, because we did this last minute, so let them know we're on now.
Okay, let's go.
For all of you paranormal fans, freaks, and friends, we've got some equipment out today. We've got these friggin' cool ass mugs. So if you ever get confused, that's who we are. Don't mind our friends in the car. We've also got out, well, let's see. She says, I don't see it.
We are live on YouTube.
We've got our England. This thing is going crazy.
It's so weird because like everything is just kind of like.
Let's just go like this.
The cat balls.
You guys can see that. We'll turn our fabulous mugs upside down.
Paranormal-Road-Trip -trip right on TikTok. Okay.
On TikTok.
I mean not TikTok.
That's.
I mean YouTube.
We are live right now. That's what it says. Yep. Let's see. Yep. Okay, cool. We are up and running. So, with that being said, you can just hear all the bells and whistles. What I love is that you guys can actually see the words coming up on here. So if anybody knows a Larry or a Norman, they are trying to come through on our boxes today. We've got a couple of different K2s, obviously, out here as well. Oh my God. There we go. Put this way a little bit. Our fancy cool mugs and some cat balls around the house. The sound isn't good. What do you mean the sound isn't good? Because we don't have our earbuds in.
No, but you know.
Now it's good.
Oh, okay. I was going to say because I have those microphones that I have two of them where we could put it on our shirt or whatever.
How does that click into that?
It just in the port. You got a port?
I have two little ports.
Yeah, I've never tried them.
Oh, let's try out the microphones today, you guys.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about those.
So, today we're going to be talking about haunted objects. We were lucky. I say lucky because all this stuff excites us, and we're very honored when our clients invite us out to do investigations for their homes, their land, their offices. Not to mention, we just like to go out and do our own investigations as well. So we've been to some extremely active locations, different hotels, and oh my gosh, we've been to the Whaley House. I mean, a lot of the things that a lot of you have done. We bring all of our equipment, and we like to demystify the paranormal, if you will. So for us, we are intuitive mediums, we're Reiki masters, we have energy workers, we have our own businesses as well. But when it comes down to the paranormal, we really like to get our hands dirty. Yep. Which we're going to be doing more of. So with that, we went over to check these out, client's home. What do I do with this?
So you put that in there. And then, no, this goes wherever we can put it.
Wherever we can put it. All right.
Oh, it can be like the people.
Look at us plugging in.
Talking.
Yeah, I mean, let's see. Our good friend, Miss Nicole. Is this on? How do I know if it's on? Do I push it? Push a button.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Is the sound better now with these fun mics? I feel like we need the TikTok
You got to
mics.
allow it.
I will allow this to come on. Ta-da! Okay.
Can you hear us?
Anybody? Hello?
Hello.
It's me. There we go. Where'd the chat box go? Let me ask.
Okay.
How is the sound now?
But if she's watching us, she should be able to tell us, right? If she can hear us.
She should. Or, you know what? Since I'm got us on right now, I could probably tell us as well. Let's see. There we go.
I wonder if I can see better.
I'm sorry.
Let me ask. What happened?
She just said, beep, say something.
Oh, shit.
Is the sound better? I apologize. That was my fault. I was definitely not paying attention. Okay. We've got cat balls actually going off as we were getting set up. we're starting the show. I just lost my co-host, but we're going to start the show. So, we got invited to go to a home in.
Can she hear us?
She can hear us.
Oh, what? Is it crisp and clear?
It's crisp and clear.
Oh, nice. Okay. So then that way we don't have to yell.
No, we don't have to yell into the computer. Look, she's got her many glasses now. Are you working out?
Well, because one is for distance and one is for reading. This is supposed to be for distance, but I can't see. Even I don't know how far that distance is technically going to be, but it is what it is. What does it say? Did tell me
Interrupt. You interrupted. Okay.
my bad.
It was a solid interruption with her glasses. We apologize to the spirits in the room. Like I said, we have cat balls out here. They've been going off. So we got to go explore a home. We did a house clearing investigation. And then after that, we went to a client's home to investigate a mirror.
Yeah, that was interesting.
We don't usually get calls for objects, which led us to have a lot of.
That is true. Yeah.
No one really calls and says, hey, this object seems to be haunted or active or, causing problems, makes me feel weird. But I think it's because people associate it with their homes.
No, yes, and I was just talking to somebody about this yesterday. That is true. People associated with their homes, not realize or themselves sometimes, but they don't realize that it can be an item. It can be the land that they're on.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of different things that it can be. And items, yeah, that's the trippy thing about it, is because you got to be careful for what you bring in your home. I mean, although I do go thrift shopping.
Yeah, I'm aware.
With my special friend.
She's waiting for a special call for a special trip to the thrift store. But you know what? So does my middle daughter.
Right.
She loves to go thrift store shopping.
But I've never, so far from that particular place, I have not gotten anything that I feel has been haunted or showed any signs of it. But at the same time, I don't think about it, if I'm being honest. Now,
no, you don't necessarily.
No, you go in, you see what you want, and you bring it home, right? But what I will do is keep it out in the garage for a couple of days just to air out, and then spray it down. And other than that, I don't really do too much to it.
No haunted Mickey for Christmas?
No.
Didn't you get a bunch of Christmas stuff one year from there?
Yeah. Actually, almost all my Christmas stuff is from there. I mean, it's amazing.
It's a really good store.
Yeah,
really
it really
good store.
is.
I have been to a couple investigations where the activity came from objects in the home.
Mm-hmm.
Not the people in the home. The land felt okay. The home itself seemed okay. But those particular people would go and pick up furniture that are left on the curbs, right? Free signs.
Right.
They'll refurnish them. Yep. And then they'll go out and sell them.
I've done that.
I
haven't refurbished them and sold them, but I did get an item that was free, and it was haunted.
See? So what do we do? What do you do when something is haunted? You call Paranormal-Road-Trip.
I got that bitch right on about my house. That's what I did.
Or you just get the bitch up out of your house and call it a day.
Nope. This is going to be somebody else's problem. But I also, which raises a question, right?
Yeah.
Because I had a karaoke machine that I had for years, and it was perfectly fine. And then all of a sudden, it was doing things on its own. So then, I guess the question is, too, like, how does these items become haunted? Was it something that I did to make it haunted at that point?
What were you going through in your life at that point?
I had just got married.
That was your problem.
Right.
Sum it up, that was the problem.
It was just, yeah, you might be right about that. But it's weird because it's like, how do these items become haunted? What is the reason behind it? Is it that somebody put the intention in there? Is it somebody's favorite item that died that is in there? Like, I don't know how this actually really truly happens. You know what I'm saying? So for me to buy the item and have it for all these years, and then all of a sudden,
mm-hmm.
it's doing things that it shouldn't be doing and normally wouldn't be doing, like literally scaring the shit out of us. So like I took it and I put it out in the shed.
And left it there when she moved.
No, no, no. Somebody came and broke in all the sheds and took that bitch. I said, "Good riddance, mofo."
Karma! Y'all are not going to want to play with that. Nope. Well, okay, so we know the objects, anything and everything holds energy.
Right, that is true.
So, like you said, if there's an argument in the house, the cat balls go off.
That's true.
Right?
That is very true.
You go and we do some house clearings and energy work with, take the family before we did the mirror that day.
Mm-hmm.
And there was lower vibrational energy. There had been a death in the home,
Mm-hmm.
and then there had been activity targeting individuals in the home,
Mm-hmm.
which was the same way that that particular person was in real life.
Mm-hmm.
That energy manifests through the walls, through the carpets, through the land. It seeps, right?
Yep. That's a good word for it. It
So is it truly haunted, or is the object just sending back out the energy that it was holding on to?
Oh, excuse me. I don't know if y'all heard that. We got the mics on. You probably did hear it. I am so sorry.
Just had little bubbles, little gas. Just little gas bubbles.
You know what? I don't know. Because I just think, like there's just a lot of various ways that it can happen, but I'm not sure about that either. You understand what I'm saying? Like I'm thoroughly confused about the whole process of the haunted items to a certain degree.
So when we held up the K2s, we got some videos we'll show you guys of part of the investigation. We didn't get a damn thing really off the K2s on the object.
Right.
And yet around the object, we got hits on the K2s.
Right.
Where the object was stored for long periods of time.
Right.
That was a wicked closet.
Yep.
So that energy, did it seep from that mirror in that closet and just reside in that dark, cluttered space? No offense. It wasn't that cluttered. But, it's a closet, so let's be honest. But that's also why we say when you're going through and saging and cleansing your home or your space, open up the closet doors. Sage that out. Declutter at least once a year because energy will hide and congregate in those pockets.
That is true. And now I believe that for sure. But once again,
here we go.
I don't know. You know what? Honestly, I just don't know. But this is why I'm interested in the things that we do because we try to figure these things out. And I get to bring these dumb questions, if you will, which is, I believe no question is a dumb question, but I believe that asking these questions and just trying to figure it all out, because in my head, I don't think that I know truly. Can we do an experiment where we take it and put something into our paranormal road trip cups? Where's that? I'm just saying.
This one's upside down.
But that's okay.
right
Sometimes we're upside down. It doesn't matter. But can we do that? Maybe that's an experiment that we can experiment with to see if we can put something into this cup. Whether it's
positive.
One
of us do a positive, one of us do a negative.
Yeah.
Okay, or we buy a doll.
I don't know how I do.
I'm going to drink out of this cup. I don't want.
That's what it is. That's why all the negative energy.
I don't want to ingest it. Okay, I just don't. But okay, so next week we're going antiquing.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
We're going to go live off and on some platforms. We're going to take some equipment with us as we antique. We're going to see where we're drawn.
Right.
So we're going to have objects that's setting the equipment off or that our intuition is guiding us to. But let's each buy something in the kid aisle or the dollar store.
Okay.
And put our intentions in it. But we're not going to say whether they were good intentions or maybe not so good intentions.
Okay.
And the other one's going to have to feel it and see what we get out of it.
Okay, so are we talking intentions? We talking spells?
Whatever you want.
Like whatever we want to do.
Mm-hmm. And then we have to keep it.
But we got to keep. Well, what do you mean?
I'll keep yours for a few days, and you keep mine for a few days.
I don't know if I trust you with that shit. I don't No, you gonna get me kicked out of my house, man.
I might. And we're going to bring in the needles, the red thread, the chicken bones, and
Oh my
I'm not
god.
going to put that in your house.
I know. I'm just playing with you.
But just to
But you
see
just
if
never
the
know.
energy shifts, say you put it in that corner of the house, and you
Right.
start sitting over there, you walk past it, is the energy shifting?
Right.
Is the intention that we have put into that object, because the object's going to hold the intention, is that going to manifest and seem like it's getting bigger, right?
Okay.
Is it going to shift the energy of the room, or your cat ball is going to start going off in that section where it never has?
Right.
Those type of things. We give it a few days and see what happens, and then we'll give them back to each other.
And see, okay. No, I'm down for the cause. I really am. I'm down for the cause. Let's see what happens. I'm excited because where we're going, I know that there are people who refuse to step foot into these places. Not just antique stores, but these specific ones that we're going into. So that's going to be very interesting. But have you ever had a haunted item?
A haunted item.
Yeah.
Yes. So I live with a thrifter.
Cat ball going
Cat
off.
balls. That one is going off. And
Yeah.
I just had something feel like it tugged on my pant leg.
You sure one, baby?
Are you tugging on my pant leg? Did you touch my leg? Oh, good. Whew. I was nervous. So yes, there were paintings. I find that artwork holds a lot of energy. Artwork will hold a lot of energy from the person that actually created that painting, right? Because it's their emotions and their energy that's going into that item. It's the energy of the person that sees that painting. They're drawn to it. They're connecting with it. They have to have it in their home.
Okay.
They are then living in the energy of that painting as that painting's living in the energy of the individual.
Okay.
And so it's continuing to amplify that. So say you do a Monet where it's beautiful and they've got the lily pads and it's calming and soothing to you, and that's kind of the energy you're in. But say you get something from a painter who does, painter out of aggression that gets their emotions out, right? Listening to heavy metal music, and their painting reflects their energy in the moment.
Okay, so have you heard of that one painting of the crying boy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you think that story or that particular painting is because of the person that painted it?
Could be the person that painted it.
Oh no, ma'am. Okay.
That was not spirit. 4-year-old, it's fine. It can be the person that painted it, or it can be the energy of the person that bought it that sees their reflection in it.
Okay, so I'm gonna look this story up real quick because what I remember about that particular story was that when you look into the boy's eyes, he's crying. You can see that, but he sets the house on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it is? Okay, let me go on here and look it up. All right.
I love the legends. While she's looking it up, check out this video. So let me hit play over here.
Let's do it on this. Because some of them might be chubby like me.
And,
Or what if we did all
okay.
corners?
And so I'm actually doing this with the homeowner.
Yeah. Open the whole
And
thing.
we've got holy water out, we've got crystals out. We each did a square of purifying the
I
mirror,
actually think the two of you
mirror,
should do it.
the mirror, sage, santal, sweetgrass that I was burning.
Do you have any type
And
of prayer quote?
it's about empowering our clients. It's about having them regain that space back. That client had a very personal tie to that mirror. Her mother had painted that mirror. The glass and the frame she got from 2 different places. So now we're dealing with energy that's being held in that mirror from maybe 2, 3, 4 people, depending on where those items came from and when she put it together. So the frame is a nice gold lace frame. And yet somebody had had an experience with that mirror that was at her house. Can't hear you. We've been talking to ourselves this whole entire time and it's not working. First she could hear us.
First off, why is she just not saying it?
Well, no, she's just typing. I don't know. When you play the video, you can't hear you. Oh, okay. Got it.
Oh, okay, got you. That
Yeah.
makes sense then.
Okay. Um,
Did you
technical.
hear? Did you hear us talking about you though?
I know, well, no, I'm just kidding. So, what clip you were watching was how at the end of our afternoon with our client, we went outside, we took the mirror outside. Like I said, that mirror was personal to her. Her mom had painted it and put it together and gave it to her. One of her clients touched it and had a adverse reaction to it, a very dark reaction, as she had called it, to the mirror. And so we decided that we wanted to thoroughly cleanse it. We had sage, we had Palo Santo, sweetgrass burning, saged it, took it outside. We had the homeowner work with us. We had some holy water to where we could all draw squares on each corner. We did a prayer. The homeowner was able to then release her energy from the mirror and allow that energy to no longer be tied to her, which is very important in that space. So when we do our paranormal investigations, whether it's a home, land, a mirror, whatever it might be, we are going to help you regain and be empowered in your space and allow you to be able to be part of that process. Because if you're not part of that process, we can only do so much. It's your space, it's your home. You need to regain that power back from it. So, what'd you find here with the crime boy picture?
Okay. So what they were saying is that the boy was like an actual boy that lived in Madrid, and he was an orphan. But the priest had warned everybody that wherever the boy who was living went, things would be catch on fire. So, is it that the little boy, was it that he was putting things on fire? Was it like the fire starter with the little girl, looking at stuff and
Right, yeah.
fire? Like what was it? So the painting itself, though, is it. What I find interesting is, well, they said that it's killed over 1,000 people.
And there have been TV shows that have used that painting as part of their TV show.
That is right.
Yeah.
So with that being said, but there's also been like reprints of that same picture. So my question is, because this little boy who was here on this earth, wherever he went to, there was fires that was started. That energy transferred into the actual photo. And so even with it being replicated, the photo itself being replicated can still hold that energy to where people, is it the beliefs of the people? Because this is what they think this is going to happen. You understand what I'm saying? Just because I got this, even if it's a print, right? It ain't the original photo, it's the print. And now he's in my home. Oh my God, let's see what's going to happen. Blah, 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 boom. Like, what is it? I don't
Power of
get it.
intention.
Like, I mean, I get that part of it, but is it always about the intention aspect of it, though, Jamie?
Or is it just haunted?
Well, they're saying that it's cursed.
Well,
So that's a whole nother subject. And I don't think we talked about curse and what that means, but I'm still not sure where I stand on it. I ain't gonna lie.
well, and if we think about it, how many people bought the copy of the painting, right, or a replica of the painting that didn't have fires? He sold more than 1,000 paintings or copies.
But if the painting had been moving because people wanted to get rid of it, is it possible that it's that same painting? You understand what I'm saying? But they say that the studio where it was actually painted was also destroyed by fire. So it says cursed and connected to family tragedies. I don't know, man.
I think if they believed that there was family tragedies and a curse put on an ancestral line, that it will carry down through the ancestral line, right? I do believe that. Oh.
No, they're saying that the copies were also causing fires.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
how many
yeah,
copies and how much of the real painting did they not say that caught fire? Like, not every single person that bought that painting or that replica caught on fire.
Right.
Or their space caught on fire.
And this is just more like well known. This is stuff that happens that is well known. It's part of history, if you will. And I say that loosely, but when you talk about like things in a normal person's home, like our homes, your homes. So I also had there was when I was living in San Diego, there was a dresser that was downstairs, looked perfectly good, brand new and everything. I was like, I ain't got no dresser right now. Let's just take this upstairs. And it was fine for a day, and then after that, the drawers were open by themselves. Stuff would be outside of the dresser, things like that. We would be in bed, literally with the dresser in front of us, and you can hear it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I took and put that bitch right back downstairs by the garbage can, and I'm like, good rings to you too. But these are things. It's just like, well, I wonder if the person that had it got rid of it
Because of
because it was doing the same things. But with that being said, isn't there a responsibility with that of
well,
giving that shit away and knowing that it's haunted? Do you what's she doing like this? I don't understand. You know.
mm-hmm.
Okay, no, be quiet.
It's gonna be dark.
It's gonna be dark, so that's why you should go back outside. Okay.
Bye.
So it's just like what? There's a responsibility to this.
But people are fearful. They want it out of their house, out of their space. They don't care. They don't understand the repercussions. And it's hard to find a legitimate person to come and clear a piece of furniture. It's not in the yellow pages.
No, but that's what Google is for, and Facebook and YouTube and
It's
all that
better
other stuff.
now, but
Right.
back in the day, were you going to call 1-800 we can clear it for you? I mean,
well,
I'm
honestly,
not
I
gonna
didn't
sing
think
for you guys.
anything.
Sorry.
I didn't think anything about it. We just took it and threw it out. It's like it has to go, and it was the same thing with the karaoke machine. It has to go, But luckily, my space was good after that. But can that space you get rid of the item and then that activity still happens? And then what happens with that? Does the item is the item no longer haunted? How does that work? How does it transfer? Does it transfer? I'm just saying. I like a bitch got questions.
Well, yes,
You know what I'm saying?
I
Because
believe it will
and I don't
transfer.
expect us to know everything, but that's why we do what we do because we want to figure it out and experiment. Like I'm constantly experimenting with shit. So that's why I think it's going to be really interesting to see what happens when we get our items and then what we put into it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to say I don't have an evil bone in my body.
She really doesn't.
I don't even know how I would even begin to like do anything like that. But I mean,
But
I'm curious.
haunted doesn't have to be a negative thing.
No, you're absolutely right.
You can have, okay, so jewelry. There was we would go up to this lake every year, and she had an antique store. And I bought multiple rings from her that I was drawn to. And there were also things, so like we go into the antique store,
Mm-hmm.
psychometry. I'm going to pick up the item and feel it.
Right.
I might start to reach for something and be like, nope, don't even want that energy in my space,
That's
right? Because
happened.
we're feeling it as well.
Right.
So I know we've brought home multiple things. I loved cobalt blue glass. And so there would be vases or goblets, like wine glass goblets,
Okay.
that really pretty blue color. But you don't know where that's come from. Tea sets are a very personal thing to a lot of people.
Yeah.
And my middle daughter loved tea sets, but I would not buy her a tea set from an antique store because of the energy that can be carried into the tea set, and she would want to put that in her room and display it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about that. But you're saying is basically the tea set from a thrift store, secondhand store, is has the ability to be more cursed or more haunted than if you just bought it in a regular store, right?
If you bought it from, yes, you go to Macy's, you get a tea set, right?
Okay,
It's
right.
packaged up, came from Indonesia. I don't know,
Okay.
right? That there has been manufactured in a place, right? They've made the glass, the hand painting stuff. People are touching it, fine. If I was worried about everything that we brought in the house, we would be eating with our hands and we would never use any plates or cups.
Okay.
But
Right.
tea, tea time, having tea, coffee, like if you have a favorite coffee mug, your emotions connect with that, right? It could be that what this granddaughter remembers is sitting down with her mom and having, tea, or her grandmother and having tea with her grandmother.
Yeah.
And all of these good things around that energy. But it also could be that maybe that grandmother had a rough life and it carried into that particular teacup or tea set. I didn't want that energy to cross over into her space. And Crystal's right. It's the energy of the person that's used it. But if you go to a thrift store, I don't know how many people use that tea set. How many people was in that space?
Right. But
She's talking to ghosts. Let's just say
that's what I'm
talking to
doing. Yeah,
ghosts.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But at the same time, that would take us to dealing with Ouija boards, which is also considered a haunted item. Would you agree?
Well, I don't know. Is it? Isn't the story behind it that they bring in um, a group to bless all of the Ouija boards before they go out?
That's what we heard.
That's what I'm saying.
No, what are you saying? I don't understand what you're saying.
So if that is true, then why would they have been cursed? Do you have a microphone on?
Oh shit.
It's fine. It's fine.
My bad.
We're tired of
This is
spirit.
real life. I'm just saying.
We're legit real life right now, knee deep in it. But if that is true, right, and they were blessed, then why would it have been cursed? Just like the painting with the boy. All of those paintings.
I don't know, man. I just think it's really interesting. I don't know.
Okay,
Because-
so you've been to the Zach Baggins Museum.
Yes.
He gets a lot of things. All of his things are either handed down to him or he goes in and purchases
And he
them.
purchases them, yeah.
Right? So,
And these are items that people say are haunted, that they've had experiences with them. My understanding is a lot of that stuff has been documented to have the things happen that they say is happening, right?
yep.
Okay, so go ahead.
So with that stuff is haunted, cursed
Yes.
in that space.
In the space of which it came from. Yes.
When you walk through that museum,
Yes.
were there rooms that you really didn't want to go in but did, and other rooms where you felt perfectly fine?
Yes.
Which was the worst room for you?
Probably the room with the chair. So the story of the lady who would sit and and I could get this wrong, but I don't think I am. Where if you guys heard of it, let us know. But she was communicating with spirit, right? And I think what she was trying to do is figure out how to communicate with them or how they were communicating with her. So she had like all these different apparatuses and stuff, and she would sit in this specific chair. Well, they found her dead in that chair, but they believe that spirit is what killed her in that chair. To me, that was probably the worst room. Now, on the flip side of it, you have the other room that had Patrick Swayze stuff in it, Michael Jackson stuff in it. But then there was like literally you could touch the glass of their stuff, and right behind you, and you have where this guy took needles, and that's how he killed all his patients. I mean, not patients, his people in the bed that he had. So, but I did not feel that room was really bad, negative.
Heavy,
You know what I'm saying? So maybe off, because maybe like the goodness of Patrick being in that space with something so tragic, because actually I did say that to my husband, like, why would they put this type of history in a room like this with something like that?
Right.
But that's a whole nother situation, because Then we can argue maybe the good balanced out the bad at that point. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, that's just how I be thinking about things sometimes. But I didn't understand it. So I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know why, we're gonna go online and get a doll, a haunted doll, which I'm uber excited about, which I did post on Paranormal Road Trip's Facebook page to see if anybody was interested in what you guys thought about it. And everybody pretty much, I think, except for one person, said that they would never do it.
Well, and that takes us to back to the mirror,
Right.
So look at this video, you guys. And I didn't label them, so this will be fun.
Oh gosh. I smell something. It's bad. Yeah, my feet is not out. And it stretches out.
It reaches into the closet and back out. Reaches into the closet and back out.
It went into the closet?
It's reaching in the closet. You've got so much going on right now.
I don't know. That smell is horrible. Oh, snaps. Okay, y'all, just for the record, I have not seen these videos.
No, I wouldn't show her.
Yeah, or any of that. So to know that I'm talking about the smell and then there was a spirit right there. Holy crap.
We had way too many coincidences with this mirror and those things, right?
Oh, shit.
Let's look at another one, right?
What is the number 6? What is that in relation to?
Swear to God, it just said Azrael. Top of my head's burning.
Do you need Azrael's help?
Did you hear the whisper?
Help.
Okay. I've been trying to figure that part of it out.
So,
Did you put it in Audacity?
Mhm.
You did? Okay.
I separated it out and sent it to you.
I know, but I could not. Okay. First off, I'm horrible when it comes to EVPs for the most part. So that's not my strongest point, and therefore I stay away from it as much as I possibly can.
This was a Estes method.
Right.
We both did them. So that
Yes.
one was me. You guys will see LaShawn do one as well. We've got the headset on, right? The spirit box. We have no senses here. They're asking questions. I can't hear them. And what was interesting was I've never heard Archangel Azrael's name come through. But at the same time, we've got this mirror that we've had so much activity with on the equipment. And then I could hear in a faint whisper them say Azrael in this male grovelly whisper voice.
Okay, so let's make it clear. Archangel Azrael is considered the angel of death to people, right? We know a lot about him, but let's stick on that part of it, okay? Because of where we were and what we were doing at that point in time. Okay, damn.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are your thoughts on that though? Like truly, like you
just
the
had
voice that you heard?
I do believe that the voice that I heard was connected to the mirror or the house that we were at. Now, they didn't have any activity in the house, but
Right.
we obviously have energies,
Right.
multiple, connected to this mirror,
Yes.
which we all saw. The homeowners were there.
Yes.
You had a lap dance and that one we just watched.
I appreciated that. Thank you.
And so to actually pick up on a voice in that EVP aspect of it was pretty phenomenal. Now, was that energy asking for Azrael to come in and help them transition?
Okay, but you said that the voice was a little bit like a wispy voice, like a
Grovelly
growly
male, kind of just, but
So did it sound like negative or was it just
well, I had
the
more
tone?
of those chills. You had the strong, nasty smell.
Right.
So I would conclude that this energy was probably not a very positive energy
Right.
in there at that time.
I'm shocked. I'm in shock over it.
Let's get rid of
Let's do it on this.
Here, hold on. Go back to this one. So again, that's you.
Right. I smell something. It's bad.
That's the one that we just
Right.
just reaches into the closet. Hot. It gets sweaty. Sweaty. I'm having the physical.
Right.
And you're smelling.
Right. Can I just see something?
Right here, right? Not really lightheaded like I would for like a regular spirit. This is.
I do remember seeing it word though. So your friend said that she felt that it's like demonic. So that was, did she? Okay. Shit.
So again, this is why we don't let LaShawn watch these, because it's like she's reliving it all over again. But what we were talking about watching that is we went back to that one that you saw where she's talking about smell. Then I took us into the next one where I'm holding the mirror and I'm feeling. Clairsentience is a very strong feeling for both of us. But like I was getting sweaty and I was getting hot, and it wasn't overwhelming, but it was very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Then we got the grovelly voice.
Right. I'm so like in shock right now. I'm not even in awe. I'm like literally in shock. Wow. Okay. So you took the mirror home with you though, right?
Well, I did. I mean, going through.
Let's do it on this.
Not supposed to take that mirror home. There's two energies on the stairs right now. I love your green backpack on. But let's see. How many energies are in the mirror?
Yes, please.
Some of.
Wait a minute, what? Okay, we gotta see that. We have to see that one more time. Okay. Yes, please, like I'm asking for a bowl of cereal. Like I'm asking for a bowl of cereal.
She wants to see it again, folks.
Oh.
There's two energies on the stairs right now. Do you get two energies on the stairs at that point?
Oh, okay.
How many energies are in the mirror?
Yes, please.
Some of.
Yeah, like
Now look at this one.
that's a female. Again.
You're doing the SD method. It's like it's trying to. Oh my god. Now I've got one on the side. I've got one in the mirror.
Yes.
The one on the side doesn't look
Human.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't look human.
One more time, look. Oh, I'll just go back up here. Okay, I want you guys to watch that one again because she's talking about a female. She's doing the SD method. I have the SLS camera. In the video before, when she was doing the SD method, before she shouted out, "Yes, please," we could see two entities with the SLS camera on the stairs with you.
Right.
They both end up coming in and being one in the mirror, and the one
on
I
the
believe
side.
was still the one that you could smell that was reaching into the closet.
Yeah.
I think that one was sitting with you the entire time you were on the stairs. So you guys watch it again and look at the two different entities going through that.
That's crazy.
There he is.
That's a female. Again.
It's like it's trying to. Oh my god. Now I've got one on the side. I've got one in the mirror.
Yes.
The one on the side doesn't look.
I'm in shock over this.
So you're kind of responding to the conversation that we were having as we were investigating with the SLS cameras.
Right, but that's the even crazy part about doing that whole the SD method and stuff is because I can't hear you guys. And if you notice, even in the video, and once again, this is the first time you're seeing it, you guys. I'm talking while you guys are talking too, so it's not like you're saying something and I'm able to answer to what it is that you're saying. I'm like,
In your own world.
doing that, yeah, because it's not. I don't focus. To be honest with you, I just, whatever happens, happens. Whatever comes up, comes up. That's how I roll. But I'm literally in shock because you don't know these things until you know what you experience, you know what you feel and what you sense and stuff. But to actually be able to see it with the different equipment and stuff that we have is a whole nother thing.
Now, you guys think about that. Where that long energy was laying down was across LaShawn's lap on the stairs. She's holding the mirror, so that's why it's black in the middle. And then there was that entity that you could see manifesting from the stairs
Yeah.
into the
In
mirror.
the mirror. Yep.
And was
Oh, I
in the
got the
middle of that
chills.
black part of the mirror.
Oh, shit.
And then that went away, the other one stretched out. We continued to video, but we're not going to show you hours of video. But these are like, we had such great experiences and validation with the SLS camera that entire day.
No,
even
that
with
entire
house beforehand.
Yes. Oh my god.
So like, this is the thing. This is a mirror who was allegedly haunted, had allegedly a dark, and like you heard LaShawn on one of the end of those other clips, that this particular individual that touched the mirror of our clients felt it was a demonic presence.
Right.
I personally did not feel it was that heavy, but I'm not one to take away from someone else's experiences
Right.
because they are also an energy worker.
Right.
But with the
But whoa. Okay, though. No. Let's talk about that though.
Yeah.
Okay, because when I talk about the smell, like I can't even tell y'all what that smell. It smelled. I don't. I think I said it later. That's not in
did
the
talk
video.
about it,
That
yeah.
it's like it was worse than rotten eggs, type of situation. It was a smell that I will never forget. But yet I don't feel like it's a smell that I've ever smelled before. But when people have those smells, their encounter or their beliefs, it is something that is very dark or or something that's demonic.
And then we have something in a raspy, hoarse voice
Right.
talking about Azrael.
Azrael, right.
But also, that person that touched it could be on a much higher vibrational level than I normally reside in. And so for me, I don't feel it as heavy and dark as someone who stays in a vibration much higher than me, a healer, someone that does it daily,
Right.
where going into mediumship, going into the psychic work, the intuitive work, we had just done a heavy investigation to help an elderly couple out. So I was already in this space to where I'm just merging into that energy, which
Right.
sounds horrible. No, I am not a demon. Not where I'm at, but it also shows how we all pick up on energy and decipher it, which is again why I would never be like, oh, that's not true. It's not demonic.
Yeah.
Because to that person, it can feel so damn low, but with the evidence that we're getting
Right.
and putting all together, this very well could have been a heavy, I'm going to go home and that mirror's going to be gone.
Uh-huh.
I'll show you what I did with it in a minute, folks.
Send the message. I want to know. Send the message.
Oh my God. Just send the
Send
video now.
message. I want to know.
Look at this one.
Someone keeping you in that mirror?
And I'm upset. I wonder if you can have an energy that will. Oh, that wasn't exciting.
Oh,
Sorry, that was
okay. I'm like, what happened? What did we miss?
That was dumb. Okay. Check this out. This
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so if they do that, what the heck's the pendulum for going to do next year? You ever hear voices?
Like, what? These videos make you think about yourself.
Yeah, I'm like, me too. I'm not wearing flip-flops to straddle a mirror on somebody's stairs anymore. It's cool. We're just human, normal people. So that video right there, again, I'm just doing snippets. Otherwise, we'd have 4 hours of video for you guys, and you get tired of us after a while. We had the dowsing rods, and then you had the thermal camera, right? So
Yes.
it's equipment that you don't always see in our hands on a regular basis. Now, the dowsing rods, I have never had go crazy the way that they did in front of that closet before we took the mirror out. So that video is actually before we got the mirror out. The dowsing rods were spinning out of control like a pendulum. It's
when
fine.
they play it.
It's just when you play.
Oh, okay.
It's fine.
Okay.
When the dowsing rod starts spinning, it's like if I hold a pendulum and I'm going through somebody's house doing energy work, or same thing, looking for energy that's misplaced. It's going to spin out of control. That's what those two dowsing rods were doing. And then you ended up doing the thermal camera in there,
Right.
and you were getting a little bit of, is it heat?
I don't even remember.
On the wall
I'm
where
pretty
that
sure
was.
it was though.
Let's see what this one's
Because if
all
it was
about.
cool, I would have definitely remembered that. Because that's rare. What is that?
That's
Those are
fine.
hearts?
That's how yeah, it's still sitting like that.
Am I looking at a picture?
It's a picture.
That's the
That's the mirror at home.
selenite rose quartz, and what is that?
Archangel Michael.
Oh, okay.
And then
Let's get rid of
that's when we cleansed it.
because some of them might be chubby like me.
Right.
Or what if we did all corners of it?
So that picture where you could just see me and LaShawn's hair sticking outside with the rose quartz, the selenite, and the Archangel Michael coin, the homeowner didn't really want to keep the mirror. She wanted to make sure that it was clear, it was cleansed, that we were in a good space with it, and she wanted to get rid of it. I am intrigued with these type of things, so I said I will take it, make sure that it is clear, cleansed, and we're done. I took the mirror home. We had already done the cleansing with the homeowner,
Right.
cutting the cords,
We did.
blessing,
Yep.
saging, Palo Santo. We did all of that.
All of it. Drew windows, doors on the mirror with holy water.
Left it outside for a day, brought it inside, and then I let it go a couple more days to feel the energy of it. Felt okay, so I did a deep cleaning. I thanked the mirror. I appreciated the mirror.
Yeah.
I allowed the mirror to show the beauty of itself. And then I put those crystals on there and the Archangel Michael pendant, and I'm leaving it on there for one full moon cycle. So it's actually sitting in a bay window. We've done the full moon. It'll finish with the new moon. That'll be the finish of the releasing of it. And I'm really looking at probably painting it black and start making scrying mirrors
Oh boy.
with it, because it holds a different vibration than maybe a mirror that you got at IKEA, right? And yet it can be of use and value and not something scary and dark. Which brings us to the thing. Now you know what you know. You're already gonna order something on here. You're gonna bring something into your house.
No, not my house.
Oh, that's right. No.
It would not be coming into my house.
Nope.
I got a whole husband here that, is not into it. And honestly, I don't want it in my house either. And here's the thing. It's not that I'm scared. That's not it.
Right.
Okay. For me, it's just keeping my space clean and sacred to me and my peoples here. You understand? I can go somewhere else and fucking do it all day long. You understand what I'm saying? But it's not a fear-based thing for me. It's just I just don't want it in my home.
It's your boundaries.
It is. But we've had conversations today about it. So I've been going through and looking at different dolls and items that are haunted. So for instance, like this one, it says, no, where's that one at?
K2 just went off.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. This one's the description for this doll says hunted doll, possessed, cursed, evil, spirit, sinister, dead energy, beware. I don't know what else.
I need clarification on dead energy, beware. So if you've already passed, you're supposed to be where?
In a doll? Well, I don't know.
I'm interested in the seller's description.
Yeah, but that's how the description starts off. But it says there's no other one like it, thankfully. This doesn't appear to be possessed by a spirit, but possibly a demonic force.
What's the difference?
Okay, well,
if it's being possessed by a spirit or taken over by a demonic force, what's the difference?
Okay, so this is what I would think, and this is playing devil's advocate and all of that. So spirit, by definition, or what people believe, is me and you have died, and we are going to be on with the Lord.
Cancel, clear, delete.
Okay, but we were here. So the spirit would be your loved ones.
But possessed?
People, no, well, but that's the thing, though. So he said, not. He said, doesn't appear to be possessed by a spirit.
Again, I still don't like that. Possessed by a spirit. So my grandma's over here playing the possessed role of this entity. I'm sorry, I'm a little
No,
picky about the wording of
but
it.
it says, but possibly a demonic force. So what I'm getting out of that is that he's saying that, and I don't know if it's a he or she. I'm just saying he. That it's not possessed by someone who was here that would be considered a spirit.
That I'm
But
attached to
it's,
this item.
yes,
So it's just the
exactly.
wording.
But the demonic, because people don't consider demons or demonic entities as a spirit. Does
Now,
that make sense?
Yes, in their description of this, they do give examples of the previous owner and their own experiences with that doll. So for me, it kind of goes in line with curses, hexes, stuff like that, right? Is that if I read this, I will now believe that this is going to happen to me, that I'll have experiences like that. Now, I know better, so for me, I'm going to read it and I'm probably just going to stick it on a shelf and go to bed, and who knows what'll happen. But it's the power of suggestion sometimes where when we're reading things like that, now we're going to believe that that's happening.
I believe that's true. I think that part is true what you're saying as well. However, from somebody, because one of the first things that they say is that the previous owner claimed shortly after owning the doll, she started hearing sounds of a child crying at night. Now, you've heard me talk about that in my own home, and it's specifically when baby is here. Okay, it happens pretty much every single time. And it had gotten to the point where it was happening so much, like I would get up and go check on her and all this other stuff. I got the video camera now, so I'm like, I ain't going in there because they say what. When you hear a child's voice or you see a kid, that usually is something demonic. That is what they say, is that they what do you say, I guess shapeshift into
It's in
these
different
children.
cultures. They have all different meanings behind.
Well, wait a
them.
minute now.
To
Together. Ran up together. Okay. So what?
Yes, in different cultures,
yeah,
the sound of the children's voice you're not supposed to follow.
you're not supposed to follow. And so after a while, I was like, oh well, baby girl is on her own, because I ain't this thing ain't, this thing ain't about to get me up in my household. So I'm looking at the camera. Oh, she fine. All right, we're good. So, but
Oh boy.
but I kind of feel like I believe that, not because I read it and not because I experienced something negative from it. It's just that I'm hearing this as much as me and you are talking, as loud as we're talking, but there was nothing, it was not her.
Right. Yeah.
You understand? So for me, I guess at that point, that's when it came in that this is what is being said. Don't you take your ass out there for them to drag you down the stairs out your garage until the wash.
Just watched too many movies. Way too many movies.
But once again, I'm good. You understand what I'm saying? I think that there's a healthy balance.
She would go in and save her granddaughter.
No, I totally would. I totally would do it. I would. But I'm looking at the camera. I'm like, she good. But if I step out that door, I don't know what's gonna happen to me.
Yep.
You understand? That's kind of where I was thinking. I think my mind was thinking about it. But once again, I'm not afraid. I don't know. Is it me being afraid? I think it is, but it's not, because I'm curious. So I'm willing to go the extra mile to even be able to prove things so that I can talk to you guys about it. Type of situation. What does it say? Iron to go slower. You need me to talk slower. So therefore, I don't want to scare you
Look at
guys.
the K2 going off.
Oh, it sure is. I don't want to scare you guys, but this is the
Both.
reality. I see. I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
But this is the reality of it. And I know that some of you guys out there feel the same way. Now, the difference between me and a lot of people is, for one, I'm educated on a lot of stuff. But being educated on the stuff does not mean that you don't have the shock factor or even a little fear factor, because that part of it is human of us. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't let it overtake me anymore,
Correct.
because there was a point where I would not leave my house. Okay. I don't let it take over me in that sense, because I am empowered, but I do believe that where there's good, there's bad, and shit can pop off.
Oh, for sure. There has to be a balance in the world of good and evil, dark and light.
Yeah, right, exactly.
So, are we buying this doll? What are you doing here? What you thinking about?
Okay, so this one, let me see which
Because
one.
we've hit the hour mark, so we can.
Oh shit, did we already?
I know, it's so much fun.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that belongs to him. He's just not cute at all.
Not even a little bit.
But we are gonna get a doll. I don't know about that one, because we can find something similar. I think we should definitely get a doll.
Yep.
See what happens. Go to the antique store, see what we can get and come up with, and then do something with something individually to see if anything pops off. But the real question about that is, how you gonna know it was something that I put into it or did to it versus something that may already be in your home?
'Cause
Shit, that's
you're
a
gonna
whole nother
clear
show.
Clear it before you do it.
But do we really want to clear it before we do it?
Yeah, because we want it just to be our sole intention behind it. What does this just say? Swim.
Filter swim interest.
Huh.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think it's interesting.
I mean, you know the amount of
love
stuff
this.
in our household that's from the thrift store. I could just go through and be like, you are. No, I want to clear it. I want to put my intentions in it. I want to see if those intentions from that object can manifest into energy that you're able to feel, sense, and pick up on.
But we are not doing that with the items that we get from the thrift store. Not the thrift store. The
antique store?
The antique
no,
store.
We're going to go in with our K2s. We're going to go in with our intuition. See where we're drawn in the antique store. Purchase something from the antique store and then investigate that item. No clearing it.
So we're going to investigate with all of them on here too, right?
Oh yeah. We'll go live during the investigation part of it.
What did it smell like? Dead fish? I don't know what dead fish really truly smell like, Crystal.
Rotten eggs.
Okay. It was bad. It was really bad. I don't know what it smelled like. Like I said, it's hard for me to even describe what I was smelling. But I am even more shocked, not just by the smell, that there was something right there at that point in time. That's the real question, Crystal. What the hell was there? Okay.
Who, what, where, when, how.
And why did I get the smell? Why did you not get the smell?
Because I was hot and sweating and I was getting tingling and I was connecting with.
Well, I was like, okay, well, since we doing, I wasn't expecting that. Maybe when you said you were all hot and sweat, I'm thinking maybe it was you I was smelling. But I mean, I never smelled you bad.
I'm fresh now.
You are, but to see that is literally mind blowing to me. Damn. That's crazy. Okay, so yes, we're gonna do the
We'll take you guys antiquing next Thursday, so just keep an eye out. Some of these are spur of the moment, some of these are going to be planned out. So we'll pick a time when we're going to be thrift store shopping. We'll throw a post up so you guys can follow us during that part, antique shopping, through locations that people are known not to want to go to because of the energy in them or the items that are in there. You guys will get to see us pick out our items. You guys will be able to join us on that journey of, connecting with the item. And then that night, we're actually going to do a paranormal investigation on Thursday night.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh!
So, bring our antique stuff in there.
What? Yeah, I don't know.
We'll have to talk to the person.
Yeah, but maybe we can go live and do the investigation with the people too.
We got to find out from the person, yeah, or at least a room. We got we've been doing so many investigations and stuff. It's been kind of crazy lately. So yeah. So on that topic, haunted items, objects. Are they truly haunted? I believe so. Now, my definition of haunted is different. Is it active? Does it hold energy? Could it be residual energy? Is it an actual spirit, which I've seen a few times connected to furniture once, an old antique dresser, and this female energy could not let that antique furniture go. It
Was
had all
that an
this.
investigation we did?
You might have been with us on that investigation. That
I
was
remember a
before the
dresser.
pandemic. Yeah,
Right.
that was a
Yes.
person connected to the dresser.
Yes.
Um,
That was here.
somewhere,
Temecula.
somewhere around here.
Yeah, the pool, the shower, that lady, the garage.
Yep.
I remember that. I'm pretty sure that was it. Okay, call code. Okay.
So I do believe that objects hold energy. And I believe that we can take the objects back. We can become empowered to be able to clear our space. I do believe we have a responsibility in order to do the right thing when it comes down to energy. If that means that you're going to throw it in the trash can, break it up into tiny pieces, and send it out to the dump, that's one thing. But as our client said, and I knew I was going to use this, she did not want the Jumanji effect. If you are familiar with the Jumanji movie, you're going to know what she's talking about. The Jumanji effect. She did not want to throw the game into the field and allow somebody else to pick it up and have to continue playing the game from there, right? So that's why we went through such a detailed cleansing of that mirror, cutting the cords with her and her mother. And
Oh yeah, she right outside the door calling me.
it's nice that you know where she is.
Yep.
But that we can take back those mirrors, those objects, those furniture, those jewelry, those glasses, whatever it is, and continue to find the beauty in them. I do believe that we have to treat it as a beautiful object, bring love back into the objects, right? Because we just don't know what that object has seen in life.
Look at that.
Sacrifice.
And then how you pronounce that?
Congruism.
Congruism. Okay, matter. So I looked it up. The theory advanced by Monolith, Molinist, according to which divine grace is efficacious because it is given by God in circumstances which he foreknows to be congruous and favorable to its operations.
And it said matter.
And it said matter. Wow.
I feel like we did the right thing with the mirror.
Wow. Wow.
That's why these tools are so much fun. So much fun.
And it says that word is more geared towards the Catholic religion. So wow. Gosh.
We got a lot. We're going to be doing this the next Thursday, the following Tuesday. You're going to see us. We're going to be doing some recording to stuff. We've got some more works and plans. Wrightwood, hit them up with that before we go.
Yes, we got Wrightwood, California, you guys, where we'll be doing paranormal investigating. You have all the workshops included, your stay, your food, your snacks, your drink. Not drink, but drink. Okay, because there's a difference. All of your activities is included in that right now. It is $550. It will be going up really soon because we're getting close. Yes, it's for 2 nights, so it's October 18th through the 20th. Okay, we have everything, you guys. You guys have no idea how fun this is. The networking is fun. There's things you want to do. We do what do you call it? The mediumship, physical mediumship, and stuff. And this is in a controlled environment, you guys. So if there's things that you were curious about or have questions about or want to know about, now is the time to come and explore with us because you have people who are experienced in this, have been there, done that. And, let's just come and have a lot of fun. You can go to Luminous Path with Love, Luminous Path with love.com. I always get told I say it too fast. So, and you can get all the deets on there. There's a lot of payment options. You guys, I'm telling y'all, this is an event you don't want to miss.
And if you have Carlotta or Afterpay and you even have 4 months, you pay $100 a month until October. That's 4 months. Join us for this.
Yes.
It is super cool. Also, you guys see our phone number on the screen. If you have paranormal activity, if you have someone that has paranormal activity, if they need some help, our services for our paranormal investigations, for people's homes, land, objects is all donation based.
Yes.
So with that being said, we are looking for new places to go to. If you have family, friends, somebody that's got an abandoned piece of property out there where there might have been activity, and connect with us. Let us connect with them. Let's see if we can get on that property. Let's see what we can pick up in that area. We travel, so we're looking at now making a trip up through Las Vegas into Colorado at the end of September. We've been out to
And that's all, folks.
on the
Okay.
islands. We've been out on the islands. Catalina doing investigations. So hit us up. That's the phone number. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We will see you again on Thursday. And this is the second time I'm ending a show on 111.
Where
The
you see
time,
that at?
right there.
Oh,
111.
okay. Sweet.
All right, you guys. Thank you so
Peace
much.
out.
Have a good evening. And we are out.
Deuces.